welcome back to my channel. First and foremost, happy birthday, Hoshi! I'm really excited to see this performance film of Snapback. I'm so excited that we get to see Hoshi so much, even though he's enlisted. So let's go ahead and see what this is all about. Ooh!
When you walk in through the door, the entire room is yours. Turn the music to the floor. Show me no get music. Got me trying to keep
Ooh! I love that.
You're the only girl I know. I ain't capping.
Oh!
Crazy how you do it when you're doing what you're doing, girl. Love the way you're moving, don't stop, don't stop. Girl, you got the rhythm, 우리 지금 하는 beat, baby. That's the reason why you're on top. Take it off and reverse it. Yeah. Gonna make you dancing. Yeah. Take a pic.
I love that.
You love stealing my snapback. You got me crazy now so bad, but I really don't mind that. Patrick, show me too. You love stealing my snapback. You got me crazy now so bad. Anytime go hashtag. I snap back to you. Right back, snap back to you.
Ooh!
Oh snap. Draw smooth, come another one original fact. How'd you do that? How you glide to the left and the right, then you bring it right back. Nobody does it better. I want to dance forever. I want to dance forever.
Ooh!
Snap back. You got me crazy now so bad, but I really don't mind that. Patrick, show me too. You love stealing my snapback. You got me crazy now so bad. Anytime go hashtag. I snap back to you. Right back, snap back.
Ooh, yes.
I can't ever like the way you messing with my hand. Girl, you got me hung up on you. I can do everything 네가 원한다면. For you, for you. Love stealing my snapback. You love stealing my snapback. You got me crazy now so bad. Anytime go hashtag. I snap back to you. Right back, snap back to you. Snap back, yeah. Snap back, snap back. Yeah. Snap back.
Ah, that was so good. You know, when Hoshi gets on and it's going to be a performance, it's just amazing. This was so incredibly fun. Matched Hoshi so well. I love that we got to see the performance elements to it because, you know, he's just so incredible about that. So it's one of those things where it's just like, you know, like once you see performance film on there, it's gonna be good. So I really loved how in this, it had all these guitar strums in there that really kept like this rhythmic element going on. And I love how we had this kind of back and forth between the lengthening of those strumming versus the kind of rhythmic element of what was happening with that. As well as in the vocal, Hoshi was doing that as well, you know, with the difference between the rap and his singing voice, which I really, really loved. I think the whole first verse really took me off guard for a second because when the rap part came in, like the second kind of rap part, yes. I had to think for a second. I really thought that it was going to go into the chorus, but it surprised me that it didn't. Had another rap part on top of that, which I thought was great. And then I loved how we had all these like fun, intricate, like little transitions, like the pick one. You know, they talked about taking a picture and then, you know, you hear all of the sounds and then they're posing and different saying parts. Really good. I love how in the chorus we had the lengthening out. Hoshi was really singing very beautifully. I loved like, but it still had like that rhythmic part underneath within that guitar and in the drums. And then, the snapback whisper. So nice. And then I noticed between this chorus and the next verse, we had this kind of like string transition. So it was really interesting to like hear those little bits of change within the instrumental because there weren't very much of that throughout. It really was more the rhythmic elements rather than like the melodic elements that were changing. And then I loved in the second verse, rather than having that the rap in that second kind of part, we did he did this beautiful run on Woo, or Whoa, however you want to say that. But it was just so nice to go into that. And then in the chorus, you know, we're adding another rhythmic element, which were these added snaps, which were really, again, rhythmic and interesting. And I loved how seamlessly it transitioned into the bridge. So good. We had a little Hoshi dance break, which was really nice. And then we go back to that kind of, you know, whispered part at the end, really giving it all together. I love how they threw the snapbacks into the middle. And overall, it just was like such a fun song. This is one of those songs where, like, you know, you're just going to put on to like get hype. Like, you're just going to, you know, you're going to put it on and like you're gonna want to immediately dance to it and everything. And that's something that I've really loved about a lot of Hoshi's solo music, is that it's something that, you know, just so easily has a vibe to it. And it's different, it can be different vibes, you know. It's like, this is so different, you know, in comparison to Spider, you know, in comparison to other songs that he's put out, you know, this year, while he's enlisted and that kind of thing. So it's one of those things where, like, you know, you're always gonna get a good vibe from Hoshi. So I really enjoyed this. And like I said, it's so nice to see him performing as in this element. And we get to see him probably, you know, the most out of a lot of the 17 members who are enlisted. So I'm really happy for that. Happy birthday. Tell me what you guys thought about this. Did you love it? Did you hate it? What was your favorite part of the song or the music video? Mine, like I said, was the overall vibe. I loved the rhythmic feeling in this, and I just loved, like I said, seeing Hoshi. So tell me your guys' thoughts down below, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.